Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm just popping on here. I want to give you a little bit of information about everything you need to know about living in Bedford, Ohio. So, for those of you that may not know me, my name is Andrea Wilson. I am the broker over at Brickhouse Realty, and we are here in Northeast Ohio. So, I want to talk about Bedford, Ohio. This is a community that is very near and dear to my heart because this is the area where I grew up. So I thought it would be great to offer a little information about the area. So, Bedford, Ohio is actually made up of four communities that brings it into the 44146 zip code. Those communities include Bedford, of course, Walton Hills, Bedford Heights, and Oakwood. So, technically, I grew up in Oakwood. So each of these areas and community kind of offer so much variety and ability to have great housing. So in the Bedford community, they really have two main commercial districts and something that they're known for. So in Bedford, one of the things that people know Bedford to be is the Bedford Auto Mile. So over the years, the Bedford Auto Mile has actually shifted a little bit. It used to be on Rockside Road. And just like its name, the Bedford Auto Mile is stretched about 1 mile. So that's the primary location. It actually used to mainly be on Broadway Road, and it stretched down. But over the years, as dealerships became larger and looking to expand and stand out, they kind of stretched down that Broadway area. If you're familiar with the area, all the way back up to Rockside Road. And now, most recently, dealerships are all the way up to Rockside Road and Northfield Road. So typically, if you're in the area, you're looking for a car, this is an area that you would go. They have pretty much every car dealership that you can think of, new and used vehicles there. The other commercial district area would be the downtown Bedford location. This is considered like a historical district in that downtown area because there's a lot of historical museums in there that you can go and visit. And one of the things that I still enjoy today about the area is that in that downtown area, they have kind of like a park setting with a gazebo and everything. And they have summer festivals. Some of those festivals range from the Strawberry Festival to just even as simple things as a rib cook-off, all throughout the summer months, stretching all the way into the fall. This is a great place and opportunities for families to come, take a look at the area, tour the area, fun things to do, affordable, eat your carnival foods. This is definitely one of the things that I always looked forward to when growing up in the area. And I actually take my kids still there today, even though I don't currently live in the area. During Christmas, the same park area, they do light it up and make it very festive with lights that you can park and you can walk through. It's a great place to take pictures for you and your family. So, and then through this downtown Bedford area, there's a lot of like mom and pop shops through there. It gives you a old historical feel in that area, but it's really great if you are really into small businesses and supporting small businesses. So this is an area where you can literally park your car, walk up and down the strip, and check out a lot of the businesses or restaurants that are along that strip as well. So, another big feature of the Bedford area is that the metro parks are attached to it. And the metro parks, they have done an amazing job with the trails that flow through the metro parks. Between the metro parks and the Cuyahoga Valley, you could literally start in Bedford and go all the way down, head south towards Akron and Canton area, or you can head back north if you choose. It definitely is a great place if you like hiking, biking, Exercise. A lot of the park has exercise equipment just built into the wooded area. So as you go along the path, they have things from like pull-up bars to balance beams to a lot of other equipment that you can do along the way. Sometimes you'll even see horseback riders that also go through the park. There's a lot of trails and even like mountain biking. There's a lot of trails that kind of go through the woods. If you're into mountain bike situation, a lot of falls. Bedford has direct connection and access to Tinker's Creek, where there's falls that come through. This is at the bottom of the park that falls in there. And Tinker's Creek is there with the falls. So a lot of times in the summertime, families will go there and in their bathing suits and just kind of hang out at the falls and cool off during the summer months. And right there at that Tinker's Creek location, they have an ice cream stand. So what better way to spend your holiday weekends or summertime fun with the family? So this area has a lot to offer. The home prices in this area are very affordable for you to live in. Um, there are some newer construction homes. If you're looking in that Oakwood Village area, they can still continue to build in that area. It's highly desired. Some of those newer construction developments, when a house goes up, it's selling really quickly, so it's hard to get into that area. You have to really push for it. But it is also a great community for first-time home buyers. If you're looking for a place that's affordable, an easy and quick commute over to downtown Cleveland. So I want to share with you what that commute would actually look like as I share my screen here. Okay, so this is the map of the area. As you can see, Walton Hills, Oakwood, Bedford, and Bedford Heights area. So one of the things that people really love about this area is here is the freeway here. You have access to two highways. There's this 480. So you can jump on 480. You would take 480 to get all the way back over to the west side of Cleveland. Or you could jump on 271. 271 takes you more north side of town towards like Euclid, Ohio, Willoughby, Mentor area. As you can see, this is all a pretty big, widespread area here. Down here, if you're looking for some close entertainment and things to do, this is MGM Northfield Park. So it is a casino as well as a racetrack where they ride in the little buggy. But at the casino, they also have a lot of entertainment, singers, comedians, a lot of shows that you can attend here. So as you see, it's very close. It's almost touching or there in the community. So you have that. And then Oakwood is down over here. You can see in this area it's pretty widespread. But if you're looking, it's about a 20-minute drive down to downtown Cleveland. You can take 480 or 271 into downtown Cleveland. Both of these pretty much run right into each other. It's like kind of like a big circle that you can take to get into that downtown Cleveland area. So when you get over here, so as you can see, this is downtown Cleveland. So like I said, that's about a 20-minute drive into downtown Cleveland there. So the traffic is light. So that's what kind of makes it a good area to live in because it has quick access to the highway. When you start looking at some of these other communities back in here, like the Shaker area and University Heights, it actually takes quite a bit of drive to get over to the highway. Mostly if you're living in University Heights, Shaker Heights here, a lot of people like this area if they do work downtown because they can go straight, take the streets right into downtown. But if you're over here in Bedford, you really don't want to necessarily, you could take the streets, but you really have direct access to the highway. The traffic here in our community is very mild in comparison to other major cities. Obviously, during winter months, you may deal with a lot more of congestion and accidents because of ice and snow. So definitely something to think of, but that's what makes it a great community. So Bedford area, Bedford Heights, Oakwood. Okay, so this community, this community here, when we talk about all of the pros, we also I want to share with you some of the downfalls to living in this community. So this is a great community. To live in, but there's not a lot of industrial businesses to help the community and support the community. So when there's not a lot of industrial business, but there is a lot of houses. So what that means is, with there being a lot of houses, that means most of their income is coming from tax revenue, the property taxes on the houses within there. Well, if there is a situation of job loss, if we're seeing a economic downturn in the marketplace, then oftentimes people cannot pay their mortgages and have foreclosed on those mortgages. And when we just came out of the housing crisis that we had, it caused a lot of people to get behind and a lot of foreclosures, which definitely impacts the community, and the community becomes less stable. So the community as a whole, yes, it has the auto mile to collect for those car dealerships, but there's not a lot of manufacturing businesses to help offset the money that the community needs. Whereas Bedford, and we're talking about actually 4 communities. So with it being 4 communities, you have 4 police stations, 4 mayors, to make that one school district up. So, with that being said, we have seen a little bit of distress in this area, but it is such a beautiful community. So, the school district is currently rated at a D. So where we're seeing the school district having the most issues are at those higher levels. The elementary schools, the intermediary school that they offer there, they actually rank pretty well in terms of that. So a lot of people that move into this community, they will move there like as a starter home, a great place to find a great home. Size wise, they get more bang for their bucks than being closer to the inner city. So they are able to get more of a home. And then from there, maybe if they have small children, they allow the children to go to those elementary schools and then consider moving later on or having to send their kids to private schools. I am a graduate from that Bedford High School, but like I said, the market has shifted. It caused some distress in those areas. So with that, there is an economic impact to the community. Overall, the community has relatively low crime area. There's still a lot of good families living in those areas, and I still believe a good, strong community. That Oakwood Village area, if you're looking for some newer construction, to live in that area, you want to focus in on Oakwood. I didn't touch much on Walton Hills, which is a part of that 44146 zip code. Walton Hills is a very desired community as well. It's a much older community. It has some larger style homes on a lot of larger lots. And so it's really hard to move into that community. A lot of those are long-standing family-owned homes that have been passed on. So if you want to get into those communities, you have to start early and start keeping an eye out and watching it. But it's kind of sits by itself and very highly desired, but we just don't see a lot of housing inventory come up in that area. And then you can expect to be over 200,000 living in that community as well. Not to say nothing won't come up under 200,000, but be prepared that it may take some time to find that perfect home that you're looking for in that community. But overall, I still believe that Bedford community is It's a really good purchase, a great place for a first-time home buyer to purchase a home, not only because of the short commute to downtown Cleveland, but you can get it sits kind of right in the middle and you can quickly access either downtown, west side of Cleveland, lots of shopping. You can head more north of Cleveland if you want. So, definitely something to keep in mind. And if you are a real estate investor as well, this is a great community to purchase in because it rents very, very well. You can't keep a home on the market in that area. If you would like more information about Bedford, that 44146 area code, if you want to know or want a virtual or private tour of a home, we can assist you here at Brickhouse Realty. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. People ask me questions about living in Cleveland and around Cleveland all the time, and I'm here to assist you and want to answer your questions as well. All right, thanks for joining me.